My name is Pat Decker Cash, and I was born and raised in Mountain View. And Mountain View is a small town. I can remember when it was less than 1,000 people. We didn't even have electricity all over this county when I was born. My roots are here in Mountain View. I love the people. I love the beautiful scenery. It's me. Mountain View is all about, it's my life, we live in the house I grew up in. I was 6 years old when my mom and dad built that house. So, now I've lived the life of Riley, hadn't I? I'm on 2 different boards, and I've been doing the bookkeeping. They started, it's called Arkansas Craft School. And it's a nonprofit, and it's to help people who are already crafters and people who want to be. Trying to keep our tradition, going, teach people how to, do pottery and make baskets and weave and, make jewelry. And so we've started this craft school, and I've been devoting quite a bit of time to that because I'm on the board, and I'm also the treasurer, and I'm also the bookkeeper. And the Ozark Folk Center, this school kind of goes hand in hand with the Folk Center because it was built to preserve our Ozark heritage. And the only thing is this school will be teaching our young people and teaching retired people. A lot of retired people want to learn how to do something like that. So I just think it's a great thing, and it just started last year, and I'm real happy to be involved in that. We put a music show in called the White River Hoedown, and that was in 84 or 85, I can't remember. But we started that business. We struggled. It was in a town where they play music up on the courthouse square, free, and the Ozark Folk Center was already established, though, when we went in business. They'd been in business about 10 years, or maybe a little less than 10 years. The first year that we had the White River Hoedown, we had 9 shows in there that we did not get a dime out of. All benefit shows. I'm a comedian, so I do a lot of benefit shows for that. The money stays right here in our county too. I like to do things that I know is going to help the people right here in our community. Then I serve on the Ozark Gateway Board, which is, it's a tourism board that is for the whole region, not just Mountain View. Then I've got another career now I've started. I'll be 65 in August, and I've been working for a bank now. Will be 4 years in August, so you never get too old to start a new career. Well, Mountain View is not a real big town. It's kind of like you think of Dickens Village, how the little people are all, or what was that show on television? Mayberry. It's about like Mayberry. It really is. Just common, everyday people, kind of relaxed like I am. Just not too, we don't get in too big a hurry because the people are so friendly, and, it's just a great place. Have you ever heard of a CCC Camp? It was for people who were in the war, and they had, it was somehow the government paid them to go over and build these cabins, and they built a dam over there. They dammed up the Blanchard Spring, and made a big lake over there. And anyway, after the war, my dad, that was empty, it had been vacant for years. and there was 23 cabins over there. And so my dad leased, well, he couldn't lease it from the government. They couldn't do that. But they could lease it to a non-profit organization. So the Mountain View Lions Club leased it, and my dad subleased it. He was actually the first person to ever go into tourism business here. That was strictly for tourism. Before we sold out, well, that Roger Bottom came over there and they went spelunking, and they went up in the cave, and they came out and told us that there was a huge cave there. And we didn't really think much about it. But after the Rosa brothers bought us out, then not many years after that, well, the Forest Service, came in and they developed that cave, and we're just so proud. It is just, I mean, you need to go see it while you're here. It is Arkansas's best kept secret. It is absolutely beautiful. It was voted number 3 in the world as one of the most beautiful caverns. We had so many disasters. We had a bad tornado here, which was the first time in my life that I know of that a tornado hit in the city limits of Mountain View. Well, it was just absolutely so heartwarming to see what happened last year when so many people didn't have a home. They didn't have anything after that tornado. These people that they used to work, well, the lady used to work for us, and her husband, they hunkered down in a little bathroom in their house, and that is all that had a roof over it, was that bathroom. They stayed at our house for about 2 months, and that's how you help people. You just put your arms around them and help them, and that's the way the whole community was. I think it made everybody a lot closer, because they know now what Mountain View really is all about. It's always been that way, No, I've always loved politics. I've always been kind of on the outside, but involved in it, Jim and I, my husband, who is mayor now, well, I thought about running against him.
And why didn't you?
I like politics. So I really wasn't against that at all, And I thought someday, if I didn't have to work for a living, I'd just run against him. I thought, well, that'd make history, wouldn't it? Anything to get Mountain View on the map.